Hey, welcome to the attic. I am MAGDA'S, and I am going to play some Magda Brawl today. What is Magda? She is a 2/1 Dwarf Berserker. She's going to pump all our other dwarves, of which we have a lot, as you'll see. And when a dwarf becomes tapped, create a treasure token. That includes her. And then we can sacrifice 5 treasures to pull out an artifact or a dragon. So we'll see what kind of cool artifacts and dragons Magda has in her HOARD, HOARD. 1-drops. All I've got is Shock and Shadow Spear. You could probably run like Fervent Champion or something else. Maybe even weaponize the monsters. Who knows? Then for 2-drops, we were pretty stacked because we've already got Magda. We've got Axeguard Cavalry, which can tap without attacking, which is useful. The Dragonkin Berserker, not a dwarf, but makes a dragon. And Magda and dragons are friends. We've got Embereth Shieldbreaker, just artifact removal, fairly useful, as you'll see coming up here. Fearless Liberator, boast, make more dwarves. If the board is open, this is a good one to play on turn 2. Some removal, Fire Prophecy. Raking Claws can be removal or a finisher to give double strike, or we can cycle it. Rimrock Knight, just a good double spell. We got Robber of the Rich, or not a dwarf again, but possible card advantage, as we are a fast deck, dump in our hand. We've got Scorching Dragonfire, more 2 mana removal, 3 damage. So we've got 7 copies of 7 dwarves. Those can get out of hand in a Magda deck pretty easily if you draw the right, draw enough of them in a game. We got Shredded Sails, we got Vault Robber, Funeral Longboat's another way that our dwarves can tap as a vehicle. Gold Vein Pick, we're going to make some more treasure. Maze Mine Tome to help draw. Shatterskull Smashing, that's kind of like a land there. Most of the time we're going to play it as a land, but if we draw it in the late game, we can use it to remove some blockers and planeswalkers and finish things off. Another MDFC here with Birgi. This is probably a swing spot. You could maybe cut this, but she has that Harfnell Horn of Bounty, which is going to be another way where if we start flooding out, she can help protect against that. Breakneck Berserker, maybe the last dwarf in the deck. I did cut the what is it called? Bloodline Pretender, the artifact changeling, which is also a dwarf. That's the one dwarf in standard I think we're not running that we can. We've also got Dwarven Hammer, which is more of a 5-drop. But what that does, where'd it go? What that does is mix equipment that gives +3/+0, so it makes all our little dwarves a threat consistently. And then if we do get up to 5 mana, we can pay 2 when it comes in, and it comes in equipped. We've got a 5/1 trampler ready to go. Next we have Gadrak the Crown Scourge, which is a cheap dragon that makes treasures. So perfect for the deck. We've got Kazul's Cliffs, which is kind of more like probably likely to play as a land, but it can be a finisher to throw one of our big dragons at face. We've also got this one that's not in the regular draft set of Kaldheim, so you're going to have to use a wild card on it, but it's just uncommon. And I think it's worth a wild card. It's just another vehicle. Gives us a 5/1 trampler, and it does have a treasure synergy, so that's kind of fun. Heraldic Banner, ramp, and pumping the team. Also got Castle Embereth over here to pump the team. Dwarven Reinforcements, more dwarves. Toralf's Hammer, Toralf God of Fury. I'm just putting this in all my decks now. I love this card. I pretty much always play the hammer side. Usually there's a legendary creature running around in Brawl, so you can pop that on and give something +3/+0. And the ability to throw it as a lightning bolt and get it back to your hand and either replay the hammer or replay Toralf is pretty good. Obviously, the best dwarf in standard still, undefeated, Torbrand, Thane of Redfell, giving all our red sources +2 damage. Now, I was looking for big splashy artifacts to pull out. You don't have to run Lithoform Engine. I think it's kind of not the most spiky choice to put in the deck, to be frank. But if you do get to the late game and can get it to pop off, it's pretty hard to beat. So we have Lithoform Engine we can pull out of the deck with Magda's search ability with the treasures. We've got Goldspan Dragon to pull out of the deck, another dragon and treasure synergy, 4/4 flying haste. And when it becomes the target of a spell or attacks, you create a treasure token. and treasures tap for extra. We've got Terror of the Peaks, which is probably like might be one of the first dragons you pull out. That or Terror of Mount Velis, are probably the two best dragon targets, depending on what's going on in your game. But Terror of the Peaks comes down. It's a 5/4 flying. If they want to hit it, they're going to lose life. And as we cast more creatures in the rest of the game, we're just going to be able to destroy creatures or go face with damage equal to that creature's power. So, ridiculously powerful card. Finally, Embercleave. If you're playing a red aggro deck, you have to play Embercleave. That's just a law. So that's what we've got. Terror of Mount Velis, as I mentioned, 5/5 flying, double strike, and when it enters, it's going to give everything double strike. In terms of the mana base, we do have a dwarf in mind, because we got to make all those dwarves that we can. I did not go with the snowland. You could run Frostbite or something and run a bunch of snowlands, but just 18 mountains, and then these two MDFCs that we spoke about. So that is the deck. Let's get into.
Did you already get your deck built?
Yeah, playing some Magda here. Got my brother Roby1 Kenobi commenting. Oh, it's going first too. Well, we got a 1-drop. I think that's pretty good. Mount Velis is the dead card in our hand. We more want to play that with Magda's second ability there, not sacrificing the treasures. So I had a commenter say that their Magda deck was destroying these prismatic bridge decks. It was so fast. Prismatic bridge is coming out a turn early. Uro. Prismatic bridge is coming out 2 turns early. To equip. Hey, cut your mic, bro.
I know Nicole came down here. Just
should have equipped it because I would have gotten treasure. Oh well. Nicholas. Dragonfire, I guess. Maybe we just try to ramp to Terror Mount Velis. I don't think they got it. Oh, Birgi. Not play Birgi and equip. Equip. Got double blue there. Look at the world tree. Okay, there's the prismatic bridge. So we have no illicit planeswalker removal or enchantment. We have 0 enchantment removal. Goblin assault card. That's gilded assault card. Play that. Through it. Give it haste. Whip it. I'll attack. And double strike it. Alright, well that is pretty fast. Opponent gets a Kaya.
When you can walk through walls, anything looks easy.
What do they use Kaya for? Oh, extinction event. Left with just Bergie. We can still power up. Okay. Not power up. Got one assault. Actually, we can, right? If we just play Magda. Do they have instant speed removal? Counterspell?
Need to tune into your game. Trying to cut at 6 cards.
Well, it's not conceding. Oh yeah, take that prismatic bridge. 41-0. Okay, well, hot tip from the commenter in my Brawl Fin deck. Magda beating the prismatic bridge. Brawling with Magda up against Heliod the Sun Crowned. Could be interesting because we are an aggro deck and they are a gain a bajillion life deck. And they go first. Oh, we could have put out shadows. Didn't see that. Odd. The form engine is not one of the ones we're supposed to draw. Edric can't attack unless you control 4 or more artifacts. Just start getting down. Not gonna have Gadrak online anyway. We could also have board wipe here. Yep, Shadow the Sky. We maze mine but to make Gadrak, we'd have to lose the treasure. Let's get Magda back. Right. Turn it to the end zone. Got the control deck going. They don't remove the Dragonkin, we can attack with it and make a Dragon next turn. That was the wrong target, opponent. Try. And step. Air power is going to be important here. Rimrock. Huh. Doesn't get us past.
You there?
Yeah. Threaded
I
sail.
got my Magda Brawl deck done too.
Shock doesn't kill the guy. Could get down to Rolf's hammer. Maze Mind and step. Savior. Sacrifice it. Guess I could have waited to see if they put the +1 counter on it. Shadow Spear can make Heliod not destructible. In life, anyway. Try. Curves. Something.
7 dwarves can just like win on their own. They're just
I don't know. I'm not going to win on the ground, though. I think I need the air.
dragons to finish it off.
Shadow Spear can't be activated. That's why they face fettered it. That the threat to their Heliod. Down Gadrak.
Which
Question is, should I get down a Lithoform engine here?
interesting.
You know what? Just hammer. they don't remove Gadrak, it can attack 8. Okay. Super Core Celebrant. I can definitely gain a lot of life this turn. All the life back. Yikes. I don't think red has anything that can deal with that other than racing, and if they keep giving it lifelink, I don't know how we race it. Breath is something. We would need to get a double strike spell here, though. Dead. Guess we can maze mine. That 5/5 though is really rough for us. Recognize the monsters. Gonna gain 20 life here. I think it's just over. Reinforcement. Well, I can chump the ground.
51, 54. How did that guy get so big?
Embercleave. Interesting.
Yeah, he can do a lot of damage here.
Oh, I can't attack with it though. Maze Mine is gone. I would get another artifact down. Okay. Yeah, I could have done what?
Could you get
18
given
damage.
it lifelink with?
No, the Shadow
Is that-
Spear is locked up by the Faith's Fetters.
Bummer.
So. Good game. Good game. Rocking some Magda up against Asika. We like this matchup. Don't really have any creatures, however. Take a mulligan on it. Okay, I like this better. Shieldbreaker unfortunately cannot hit damage, but we can hit maybe they play some kind of mana rock. Ooh, command tower. Strong play. Oh, they've got a Magda. Cool tech. Okay, Signet. Okay. We've got a target for that. Pair of the peaks. We will trade. As next turn, and that. We're just better off getting the longboat down, so we can crew it with Magda next turn. Not necessarily our most mana efficient play if we draw a fourth land. Well, I guess Magda will make a treasure, so. That's a 2/3 death touch. And boast to the top of their library. They are unlikely to block here. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. We can blow up their treasure. That feels pretty rough. Or we just get down the hammer here. That hammer. That hammer down. Hammer down now. Okay, now we may wish we blew up the... Oh, 4 damage to target creature with flying? That works pretty well. And damage. Opponent is playing a very low drop, low CMC dragon deck. Okay, they're playing Asika as a creature. Interesting. Well, we can give Magda lifelink and trample, because the first strike doesn't really save us from that, so I think we have to throw the hammer. Now we could replay Toralf front side. Yeah, that might be pretty hard for them to deal with. Of course, we might like the treasures around. Let's just play Rimrock, right? Vorinclex. Nice. Expecting that. Six. Tough to get through. On Gadrak. Down Shield Breaker. Now we can double block on something. We could put the Shadow Spear on finding the old gods. Okay, well there goes Gadrak. Sick value opponent. Okay, maybe they don't know Rimrock Knight cannot block. Okay. How did that get tapped? Oh, because it can tap from. Okay. Interesting. Going wide here. And get the hammer down. Do we play a 4-5? A 5-4 trample? Let's just play a 5-4 trample. Okay, their creatures have Death Touch. That's fine, because I think we're just gonna put a bunch of blocks on. Creature without flying that player controls. Wow, well that's some interesting tech. Haven't seen that one. Huh? Oh, when it attacks. I see. Okay. That's lucky for us. So it's going to wipe out basically our whole board here for Dwarf. We can equip up one of these guys. Nothing is going to escape dying. Put it on Magda. We can bring in a dragon of our own. Two, or 5. What do we want? There are the peaks. Oh, Embercleave's interesting. Guess we should have all attacked. That Embercleave costs 3 to equip. We don't quite have enough. Wipe our board. We can crack back though. The giant Dwarf, Leyline Tyrant, okay. Well, it's got quite a board. Cock. Huh. Double block. Right, shock can go face. I forgot about that for a second. Sorry, opponent. Magda. Right, we got the Magdizzle up against the Thasizzle. Seems okay. Warbrand's interesting draw. Hopefully we get the mana to play it. We do with the Fury. At blue, we better get our commander out before the counterspell shields are up. Okay. Fine. Oh, it removes the ability. That's a very good card against us. Gonna have to win this game with one Magda behind our back. A Kazuled Magda might have been the better play. I think if you draw land, it's going to be pretty good. Counterspell. Okay. One less counterspell to hit Torbrand. Okay. Tapping out there, that's good. Mystic Sanctuary, that's not good. Down for Branicus. And I guess we'll keep back the breakneck here. Fuck. Okay, so they still have Essence Scatter up. So we're gonna want the +1/+1. Do they have enough to do that? Yeah. Lost its color? No, it's still red, right? No. Wow, they had it. There's Thapsa. Finally pretty tapped out. Good play upon it. Try to beat him fast and quick here. Birgi. Can't Birgi. And I just want to double dwarves while they're tapped out. Fortunately, they're probably going to turn that Thassa on at some point. They are down to 11. Dwarves and the Berserker can hit pretty hard next turn. Ooh, Embercleave. How many counterspells do we think they have in hand here? Probably a lot. I have a Brazen Borrower to turn on. Okay. That's good. That means our Embercleave has a better shot of getting. Back. Well, hard counter. That giant handful of spells. Do you have it? Oh, they did not. Adios, Thessa. Brawling with Magda up against our nemesis, Heliod, once again. Well, this could let us exile something, except does this actually work against Heliod? Let's keep it and find out. Keep the Shock Dragon Fire combo here. Hollow Blade. Sure. Heliod coming down next turn. That creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it.
Now is the time to strike.
Huh. Indestructible. Blocks, I guess. Or Mount Velis. We do not like to draw that one. One we'd rather pull out of our. Let's just see. This makes the blade die. I don't think it does. It's however tapped.
I could use a hand.
Take out the beloved princess. Alright, so we learned Scorching Dragonfire is not good against these indestructible gods. Mangara.
My
3/5.
will protect you.
Huh. Got to suspect a combat trick here. lose their last card in hand. Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, we traded an X-Guard Cavalry for a Righteous Valkyrie. That's not terrible. And we put down some dwarves. Hold up Raking Claws, I guess, for defense. The reason not to double spell is the Mangara ability.
Oketra's love is your shield.
6 indestructible. Yeah, that Basri is good. I think this is just not the matchup for us. We'd somehow make more treasures. Five. We just attack with both of those. 5/5 flying double strike might do something for us. Did I calculate that correctly? 7, yeah. I could draw a card on Mangara though. Well, it's had a very good draw. Yeah, we're gonna have to lose a card to the Hallow Blade. All right. I have double strike. Doesn't matter if we give it double strike with that. Maybe we'll cycle the Raking Claws here. Maybe even the Shredded Sails next turn. First priority will be taking out that Basri. Our life total is going to get absurd. Oh, wow. You just dead? Got 1 life. This game is over. Like a board wipe. What 1 mana spell would get us back in the game? Better skull smashing. Alright, Basri. Honorable defeat for you. Okay, so thank you for joining me here in the attic. I will put on the camera actually. Here I am. Up the treadmill. I've been told by commenters they don't like to see me go back and forth on the treadmill. Definitely rate, subscribe, all that stuff here. Unless you're a contrary person, in which case don't do that. I've got a box of Commander Legends Collector's Edition behind me that I want to break up and send out to subscribers. I'm planning to do some kind of giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe. Get on that. I don't know how many videos I'll be making in the next couple weeks. I just got a job that's going to be taking me away, but if you subscribe, you'll be able to see the videos when I come back. Hope you enjoyed Magda and her HOARD. That gets her a HOARD, H-O-R-D-E. So I have been ManaDad. I am not walking on the treadmill anymore. Thanks for joining me in the attic. Remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.